Throughout 1969, Lennon was extremely close with Appleman Derek Taylor. In this interview, listen carefully and you'll hear both Derek and Yoko adding their 2 cents worth.
I can never go anywhere without being attacked. And then I think, well, if you really wanted to, you could shave your hair bald, shave off your moustache, and go to Egypt or India. So who are you kidding? You know, we say, well, I want to live in England because I was born here. Then I wouldn't be myself, that's the reason I give. But if myself wants incognito so much, myself would be that bald, shaved man in the middle of India. So
but that's like losing identity too. So that's like, you know, works out 2 ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, so that's where it's at, really. Of course, there isn't Beatlemania going on, and because I'm acting more naturally, whatever that is, I don't have to keep up any image, you know. I mean, I'm acting as an artist now, as an individual, and I'm not responsible for Beatles' image or anybody else's, and I don't have to sign autographs unless I feel like, you know, and all that. So they're beginning to accept that, you know. There's 1 or 2 people get uptight, things like that. But I just have to stop it, because as a Beatle it was either sign everything and be everything they wanted and always smile and always react to high and all that, or we went the other way, which was hiding and wouldn't see anybody, wouldn't see the press, kept the gates locked. Yeah. But now I do it on whim, you know, just let it roll. The only friends I got are the sort of the Beatles and the Dereks and the Neil and the Peter Brown that have been with us over the years, and a few more people I've picked up, you know, here and there. But people can be hangers-on and friends, you know. I've had hangers-on that have been friends that have dropped off, you know, because we didn't have enough to give each other. I must have something from a friendship, you know. And we picked up a few new ones sort of from Yoko's side of life that are so determined not to be hangers-on. They don't want to know. They pretend Beatle doesn't exist. Well, Derek sort of put in a nutshell the other day, really. He said a good, intelligent friend, whether he worked for us or not, which he would be, you know. I mean, there's certain things I'd ask him advice on, you know, and discuss with him, or be pleased to see him about, you know. But
you've got to have a hook in friendship. It's not really enough just to... There's got to be some good thing you can get going on.
Yeah, when you're older there has to be, because when you're younger, all it needs is somebody to go to the pictures with, you know, or get pissed with. But when you're older, the relationship's got to sustain through a few years, you know, that I could go away for 4 years and come back and relate the story to Derek, and there wouldn't be a big gap between us. That sort of hangers-on would have lost, they would stay at the level they were when we last had them hanging on. You know, they sort of, the glory rubs off on them and they turn into sort of something or other, and they go off into swinging London, you know. But I'm a sucker for people, you know. I'm not very good at... I go by people's faces, and if they look straight, you know, I just believe in them. And I've had a lot of bad experience like that, you know. But it hasn't hurt me too much, just sort of, oh really? Yeah. Is that what they wanted? You know, and all that. And so between us, we try and watch for it. We discuss everything in minute detail, you know.
But it's good,
about everybody we meet, and you know, what do they want? Are they conning us? Because I've been conned all my life, you know, since I was a Beatle.
When he said the Beatle that he went through, he merely meant the Beatlemania, you know, era, you know. But I think everything has a natural course, you know, and when it's necessary, they exist, you know. When it's not necessary, it goes. So the fact that it's going on means that there's still that necessity, and it's good, you know. That's good.
Because the Beatles are always discussing, should we go on or shouldn't we? What are we together for now? And when it gets down to it, I like playing rock and roll and like making rock and roll records. Now I have either a choice of, if I want the whole LP to myself, is to get a few musicians together. Now I know that I've played with other musicians, just very rarely, but I've occasionally played with them. It needs some work together to get anything good going. You know, I don't like session men at all. I try not to use them. I don't like violinists or anything these days. I try not to use anybody but the Beatles.